Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023, first of our reflections of this year, and I doubt it will be our last. Hoping to continue these for a while longer at least, but maybe you prefer otherwise. Today is the 10th day of Christmas. I say that because on Sunday we noted that it was the 8th day of Christmas, still the Christmas season, still actually waiting for these wise men to arrive. And perhaps as we begin 2023, we feel we are still waiting for wisdom to arrive in our world, in our country, in our lives. The real wisdom that's going to make a difference. And yeah, that is what Christmas brings to us, that option to discern the wisdom that God gives to us in Jesus. So yeah, these Magi, these wise characters are still on a journey following that light. And we too are, I hope and pray, continuing to follow the light that is there. And of course, the days are getting lighter. That is simple, practical truth, scientific proof. The days are getting longer. The days of light are getting more. And so we are moving out of the darkness of winter. We may still have a little bit of winter to get through yet, a little bit of that darkness, but we are on that road and on that journey. Days are getting lighter. Perhaps they are getting lighter for you these past couple of days because you're getting up later, and it's simply lighter when you get out your bed and start the day. And that may well change, of course, heading back to work, heading back to the routines that we left behind last week or the week before, getting back to what we know day by day, and getting back to what we perhaps feel comfortable with or don't feel comfortable with. Lighter days. At Christmas, I received such wonderful gifts, and I got books. Some of you might know that I quite like books and like to read. And some are lighter than others. There are some that are teaching me about how to read the Bible. So it's probably is about time I got into that one. How to read the Bible, Rescuing Christmas, Murder Mysteries, all those sort of things. And also light ones, light, I'm not sure if it is light, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackay, which is full of wisdom, full of absolute great little vignettes of how we should live and how we should be. And looking through that and reading that certainly lightens my heart, and I think lightens my life as we read through that. Another book I got was A Message from Ukraine, written by Volodymyr Zelensky. That's not going to be such light reading, I don't think, but it does remind me of the darkness that is around. So we need that balance of light and dark, which is what our seasons are all about. The light and dark, even in winter, that we do what we can in the hours of light, and we rest, we think, we ponder perhaps in the twilight and the hours of darkness. January for many is quite a dark month, not just in how much light we get from the sun and the sky, but a dark month for many in that it seems very long, a very long stretch until we hit some signs of springtime, although the bulbs are already peeking up through my garden. One of the things that we have in our church in January, which I hope will lighten people's moods and lighten the atmosphere around it and lighten people's hearts, is that we have a concert on the 21st by Bruce Davis. It's an afternoon concert, 2:30, so I hope, available to all who can and wish to come out. It is light entertainment of fun, a time that we'll have to sing along with some of the songs, I am very, very sure. Time to get together and see others. There'll be an interval and a time to just gather together and have a chat. It's an afternoon, an hour, 2 hours of fun and lightness, which I'm sure will lift all our hearts as we look to this coming year. So bear that in mind. Tickets are £6. The advert is here, £6 for a ticket. It's not a huge amount of money, and we're with that money, we are supporting the charity Seascape, based in Glenrothes, a charity which helps those who are living with sight loss. And they do amazing, wonderful things for those people. A small charity that we are going to support with that. So yeah, if you can join us for that, we'd love to see you on the 21st. But there are other ways to lighten darkness, whether it's in January, February, or July. And that's by how we bring the light. It's looking to ways that we can lighten people's darkness, lighten people's load, lighten what they are carrying. You know, a problem shared is a problem halved, which is, I don't know how true that is in every situation, but certainly if you've got someone there on the journey with you who can shed a little light or just have that light held, then that does improve our lives and our way of living. So maybe in this day and in this week, whether we're going back to work yet or not, whether we are sleeping later until the sun does actually break through or not, let's see what we can do in this month, but also in this year, to lighten this world for people. Our friends from Ukraine who are living amongst us and with us, who are making their homes here because they can't make their home in their own homeland. Let's lighten their lives as much as we can. For the people who come from all sorts of different countries and places and situations, whether from far away or near at hand, whose lives need to be lightened because they live in darkness. Let's see what we can do. For the people who are simply concerned and anxious about this winter and how they will heat their homes and how they will put food on the table, until that stops becoming a recurring theme, it remains a recurring theme, because those are things that really we should be able to do something about to help those around us. How can we lighten the darkness of fear that so many people have in this world? A fear which brings despair and bring them to the point where they can no longer see any possibility of light, never mind find it around them. Let's take that light to them, and let's show them by the words that we speak and the way that we speak them, by the openness of our hearts and minds to whoever they may be and whatever their past may be, no matter what that is. Let's be open to sharing and caring and kindness and gentleness, because those are the facets that Jesus brought into this world. Those are the attributes that he wants us to show. It's what Christmas is. And 10th day of Christmas, we are still there. Whether you're looking forward to packing away your decorations or already have, whether you're going to keep them a bit longer because this world needs the light of our trees and our garden decorations a bit longer, that's not the important part. What matters in this world and what will make a difference to our own community is how we give light from ourselves to lighten the loads and lighten the way. So our Magi are following that light. It's not a star, it's a lantern. It's not something that is up in the sky necessarily given by God alone. This is a lantern that we need to light and to keep lit so that others can see their way through. And if you're one of those who are struggling in darkness and fear, desperation, alone, isolated, whatever you feel, then be aware that there may well be a light shining for you from someone. And if you see that light, take a step towards it. Take a step to find out what it's about. And perhaps in that step, discover the truth that John gave us in his prologue, in the first chapter of his gospel, that we have a light that the darkness cannot overcome. We have a light that will continue no matter what happens. We have a light that darkness doesn't understand. We have that light from Christmas, and that light will continue forever, for all eternity. If you have found that light already, then maybe this year, try to introduce that light to someone else, one other person, that they too can feel a lightness of heart and spirit. So, whether you're heading off today to read one of the books that you have received for Christmas, whether you're heading for the shops to see what you can buy to lighten up your life, whether you're staying at home, cozy and warm, or whether you're struggling, cold, afraid and isolated, look for the light and be the light, and know that Christmas is for you, and not just today, on the 10th day of Christmas, and not only on the 12th, but on the 13th, 14th, 15th, and 349th, whatever day it is. The light is here for you. God bless you in your day. I hope this new year is one that we can face together, challenges and celebrations alike. God bless.